Happy Mother's Day out there. I want to say love to all the mothers out there. Strong, passionate affection, attachment to another person or persons. And we all share that love with our mothers. But let's not just use the word love. Let's look at other words to say to our mothers. Why don't we? Agape. In Christianity, divine love for humanity. Yeah, you got divine love for your mother unless she's like a crackhead or something. Then you might not feel that agape for her. You know? All right, so how about Bil Adu? A love letter. Of course, I've written many love letters in my life, but have you ever written a love letter to your mother? Come on, guys. You guys got to get it together now. Come on. Casanova. Yeah, we've heard of Casanova. There's a lot of Casanovas out there in the world. A man noted for his amorous activities. There's a lot of Casanovas that have created a ton of baby mothers who have raised a ton of effeminate men in the black community. Par amour, an illicit lover. There are plenty of par amour lovers in my community, again, who make plenty of single mothers and fatherless child. How about phylogeny, the love or fondness for women. I have phylogeny for many a women in my life, and my mother is a woman who I'm very fond of. How about polyandry, the practice of having two or more husbands at the same time. If you are a whore and you've probably had many boyfriends, many modern women practice polyandry, so that is not far-fetched. Polygamy, the societal practice of having more than one spouse. I, surprisingly enough, am not opposed to polygamy. I think that polygamy is a natural condition in the African community. How about polygyny? The practice of having two or more wives at the same time. There are many people who have secret families, and that is, again, something that many people practice in private. So it's not a very surprising word, polygyny. A swan, a male lover. Many women have multiple swans. It's not very surprising to see that in today's modern woman today. A tryst. There are many a trysts going on in the community today. Any community, there are many a tryst going on. So beware of those trysts out there, or else you might get slapped on stage by a man calling out another man's wife. And Will Smith walked on stage and slapped the snaps out of Chris Rock when he should have slapped his wife for having a tryst with a young man young enough to be her son. Now let's look at some adjectives having to do with sexual love. There is amatory. Yes, amatory is definitely sexual love is something that many of us desire. We wouldn't be in love if we had a wife or a girlfriend who would withhold sex from us. So yes, that is a very natural word. Now let's look at some more adjectives. Narcissistic, self-loving. There are a lot of self-serving, self-loving, egotistical human beings and who are indifferent to others. Tony Stark is said to be a narcissist, but I happen to like Tony Stark. Smitten, very much in love, struck, as though by a hard blow. I am very smitten by the booty on a lot of women, and the booty is a very desirable object on the female body. Uxorious, submissive or doting toward one's wife, doting towards one's wife. I am uxorious towards many a women, and I have been uxorious towards my own wife, and I hope that you, young man, are uxorious towards yours. Let's look at some verbs now for love. Ogle, to look at in an amorous or impertinent way. I have ogled many a women at the grocery store when they walk by and I see their little booties. So I have oogled many a women in public. To kiss, osculate. To kiss. I have osculated with many a women in my life. I have the ability to osculate with women, and I like it. Now, let's look at the antonyms to love. To abhor. I abhor drug dealers, prostitutes, and whores. Let's look at another one. Antagonistic. Antagonistic. Acting in a hostile, unfriendly manner. There are so many antagonistic human beings, such as the Proud Boys or the Patriot Front. I would say that they are antagonistic towards a democratic and a diverse society. So, yes, those are some words that you guys can use for love. So, in case you want to sound a little bit smarter, we had agape, beladu, Casanovas, paramours, phylogeny, polyandry, polygamy, polygyny, swan, triste, amatory, narcissistic, smitten, uxorious, oogle, osculate, abhor, and antagonistic. Those are some words, guys. You guys, today it's Mother's Day, so think about this word, love. Love. I love the word love. Peace.